We'll wait for a 30-second for Benson, and then if he is joining in, then it's okay. Otherwise, Mamta can.
Mamta will take over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the most suspenseful thing here. When someone joins us and connecting audio, it's like some suspense is happening behind the scene.
Hi, Benson, please unmute yourself.
Good evening, Benson.
Good evening.
We're waiting for you too.
Let's start, Benson. Benson, you're on mute.
Hi, Sham.
Hello. Hello, Roshan.
Hi, can you hear me? Sorry, I'm outside. I'm just going to get
Yeah.
into my car. I'll be on mute for some time.
No worries.
Okay, thank you.
Benson, you can start.
I think it's frozen. Shall I start? Oh, sorry, I don't have Sham's introduction.
He's there.
Yeah.
He's set, I think. He's just looking for his script.
Yeah.
It's okay, we can give him a minute.
Good afternoon. Am I audible? Okay, sorry for that.
Benson, you'll have to log off from one device. Only switch on from one device only.
He can mute the other one.
I know not how I may seem to others, but to myself, I am but a small child, wandering upon the vast shower of knowledge, every now and then, finding a small bright, a pebble to protect myself. That is easy Prato quotes. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guest. As a sergeant at arms, I would like to request everyone to keep all our phones in silent mode. Please try to keep your camera on and your mic mute unless you are asked to mute on. Make sure no one passing behind your back, and try to switch off your camera when leaving the meeting. Toastmaster Club, it have its mission, which is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting to greater self-confidence and personal growth. Now, today we have a new president. And our president today is Toastmaster Samsuda. Toastmaster Samsuda is a Toastmaster inspired, being inspired with music, travel, and people around him. Current president of our club, ToastEd, sales veteran, and marketing manager profession. Please let us put our hand together to welcome our President, Toastmaster Samsuda. The virtual screen is yours.
Thank you very much, Benson, for that wonderful, the first introduction of this term's first meeting. Thanks a lot, Benson. Dear fellow Toastmasters, members, and my dear lovely guests, welcome all for this Club ToastEd meeting number 65. Are you all excited? As I'm excited. Good, nice to see that. The same excitement was shown exactly 100 years before by our great founder, Ralph C. Smithley. His vision was just to help the World War soldiers. But he ended up in creating a non-profit organization, which we are all thriving in right now as Toastmasters International. Today, the Toastmasters has grown in such a way that we have more than 270,000 members, 148 clubs, and 14,200 clubs spread across 148 countries. Can you believe that? A small initiative
is being recorded.
That has impacted across the worldwide and helping all the leaders, all the members to explore themselves as well as to become a leaders in some way or the other and influence any person around them. Having said that, I would like to, impress, or I would like to insist on one important thing today of our Division 116 motto. Can anyone say what is our Division 116 motto? Let me take on that. It is inspire, influence, and impact. This year's motto is inspire, influence, and impact. And ladies and gentlemen, we already are on the track in Club ToastEd. We have our beautiful members, beautiful ladies who has not only talked or not only given a speech, but they have walked on their way. This is walk the talk. I would like to express my gratitude as well as the congratulate our team, Gilda, Juliet, Pooja, Sunny, and of course our aspirant new member, Ruchita, for creating the YLP program and also immediately going ahead and implementing the YLP program. And this time it is very special. We have a physical YLP program as well as the online YLP program. So Club ToastEd has been always forward. I mean, it has always grasped any opportunity and it has always been moving forward ahead compared to all the other clubs. I'm really happy to be the president for this club. And I definitely seek support for all your members, and we all together can thrive together and be best for ourselves. Now, let me move on. Let me welcome our dear guests. I think we have a lot of guests today. I can see Ronali and Usma. First, let me move on to Ronali. Could you please, I think I'm seeing you for the second time, Ronali. Could you please unmute yourself and give introduction once again?
Sure. Very good evening from India. My name is Runali, and this is not the second time, it's the third time, I guess, that I'm here. And it's a privilege for me to be a part of this gathering here with all of you so distinguished and well established in the field. And Toastmasters by itself is a wonderful platform. So I really feel honored and privileged to be here. And I look forward to a wonderful evening ahead, this evening in India right now. And the topic also, I think, is very interesting. That's the one we have today. So I'm very happy and thank you for this honor that you have given to me. I feel very happy and privileged. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ronali. On that note, I would like to definitely not leave the opportunity at all to insist you in becoming the member soon. See you as a member soon.
I really look forward to it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Let me move on to Usma. Usma, could you please unmute yourself and say some words about, introduce yourself.
Dr. Uzma from Mumbai. I'm so honored and privileged to be part of this call. I want to improve myself in the speaking skill.
Wonderful, Usma.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, and we look forward for you to be in the Club Toasted for more and more meetings. And also, you're most welcome to become our member. And with that, let me invite our ExCom member, Azad. And without further ado, let me call upon our today's Toastmaster of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, today's Toastmaster of the day is a very special Toastmaster. She is the past president, and she has been a president for Club Toasted, a very, very well-known Club Toasted member in the whole Toastmaster fraternity, working along with a lot of Toastmasters, districts, as well as now she will be working for Toastmaster International very soon. She's a Toastmaster since just for the past 2 years, just from December 2021. And she believes in only one word, that is, she doesn't believe something how she is, but she believes only in herself. Her vision is to work helping the parents to grow up before they start becoming parents. Please welcome and put your hands together and welcome our Toastmaster of the day, none other than DTM Pooja Saran.
A very warm welcome to everyone. It is a pleasure having been introduced by the newest president in the town, Shyam Sundar. Thank you so much for such warming introduction. I don't even remember when I said that I wanted to help parents grow up, because that is my mission, but I don't remember when I wrote it. I'm so glad that you found out that introduction. And thank you so much for reminding me that. So let me quickly start by welcoming the guest again, Uzma, Dr. Uzma. I would love to see you on the camera if you can be around with us. Today's topic is, any guesses? Did you read the flyer? I know the one who made the flyer. So Sunny, please keep quiet.
Pebble in the shoe.
Pebble in the shoe. Yes, absolutely. What do you mean by pebble in the shoe? Can you unmute yourself and tell me, what is the pebble in the shoe? Have you ever had a feeling where you go, or maybe your kid, and he's walking and he's like, there's something in my shoe or something in my sock, even if a lint, there's something in my sock. It's just irritating. Give me raise of your hands if you've gone through it, and unmute yourself and tell me some event or experience. Yes, Deepthi.
In rainy season in my childhood, once there was a frog, small frog sitting inside my shoe, and I wore it, and that wobbly feeling, yeah, I still can't forget it.
Oh my God, that I didn't even think of. Wow. Imagine from the pebble to the frog. Cool. What is pebble in the shoe is basically something that you are not comfortable, but still carrying on with it, too lazy to realize, to stop and take it out. The beautiful quote, Pebble in the Shoe, was actually quoted by Muhammad Ali. He said, "It isn't the mountains ahead to climb that wear you out. It isn't the mountains ahead that you have to climb that wears you out. It is the pebble in the shoe that wears you out." Mountains can be biggest, longest, and I know I have a trekker here, Mamta. Imagine climbing those mountains with that little uncomfortable feeling in your shoe. Do you have pens and papers with you? Okay. I'm going to take you through 3 things as a pebble in the shoe. First is the physical pebble. Second is the emotional pebble. And third is the mental pebble. So there are metaphorical pebbles and real pebbles. The physical pebbles are literally the pebble in the shoe that you've already gone through and imagined that you had an experience. The other pebbles are when you get out of the bathroom and you see your husband keeping the wet towel on the bed. It's happening every day. I know I can see some smiles around. Ruchita, I know you can get the smiles, big laughter. Give me raise of your hands if you have those events that it's something every day and it's annoying you every day. I know one thing that annoyed me every day is the Lego pieces. Trust me, when you step on the Lego, oh God, you will curse even if you don't want to. Even if you have taken all the babas in the world and done all the jobs, but when you have Lego on the foot on the Lego, then you're just the insane person with all the curses, best of the curses coming out of you. So tell me one event or one physical thing that you really get annoyed and you've still not faced it. Unmute yourself and tell me. The Lego is mine. Anyone with a messy desk knows that.
I go with that.
Yes, Mom.
So it's really annoying to see and clean up every day. Though it doesn't go into their heads, it becomes difficult to, get that out of my head.
True. And it's always in your head the entire day.
Yeah.
Sham, you have to share something.
I see this every day, and the morning starts with that, with the fussy things in my home.
Brilliant. Now let's do it reverse and let's see what's the take from here. Okay. Anyone who has taken out a solution and being grateful about it. I'll give you again my example. There were pens and pencils and the colors. I'm a big fan of colors. And everywhere there were colors, sketch colors and crayons and all the colors. And everywhere every day I'm just searching colors and keeping it at the right place. One fine day I had it enough. I said, this is a pebble in my shoe. I'm not going to take it anymore. I'm going to take it out. So I made a big bucket and I put all the colors in that. And I know it's a bucket now. Everywhere, it's all the colors are in that bucket. So it's the bucket roaming everywhere. Okay, now tell me if you have done any such thing where you found out a solution and you're proud of it, that you shook off the pebble in your shoe. Unmute yourself and tell me. Yes, Gilda, go ahead.
Many pebbles like this for my husband. On a daily basis, he comes back from work, the wallet, the keys, the lunchbox, the computer bag, the mail, everything is on the breakfast room and the table, that's where we're going to have our dinner. For a year, I was complaining, and finally, I bought 3 small baskets, put them on the console behind the table, one for mail, one for key and wallet, the other one for umbrella, and a bag. And he's been using them, and my table is staying clean. So
proud of you. How proud are you that actually you took time and you shook off that pebble?
That's right. It took me time to think. With 3 baskets on the council in that area looked good, because these were the only solutions. And finally, we accepted it, and they do look good. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thanks, Gilda. I think Deepthi also has an event to share. Go ahead.
Yeah, my son also, when he comes from the school, he starts from the shoes till his room. He will keep on laying things. So what I do is, he sleeps. By the time he wakes up, I put every small coins on each thing, and I tell him, you pick up all the coins along with that stuff. Those coins are yours, whatever it is, and I'll give you the that money is yours, but you have to pick up all the things.
Wow, that's a brilliant way of pebbles in the shoe. In fact, you plan to put more pebbles and give him a motivation. Brilliant. Yes, Roshan, you also have a pebble in the shoe.
Yeah, so my children, classic boys, they brush their teeth and then they leave the toothbrush and the toothpaste is not, and when they go to the bathroom, they pee all over the seat. So when they were growing up, I have a poster there in my bathroom which says that if you pee on the seat, I'll use your toothbrush to clean it. And it really worked. My little one, when he was 6 years old, he in a month discovered that that can happen actually. So they are very, very clean now. My boys have learned their lesson the hard way.
Brilliant. My God, that gives everyone an idea. I'm going to do it with my husband now. Okay, so I want you to pick up the paper and pen and see if there is anything still around your environment in a space that you're dealing with and unconsciously have fallen in love with it and still bothered and annoyed, and it is really a pebble in your shoe. Think about it, and we will talk about it after our prepared speech section. Before we go with the prepared speech session, for the benefit of guests, the entire meeting is divided into 3 parts. Me, myself, Pooja Saran, I'll be the host for the entire evening, and I'll make sure that everything goes in the flow that as a Toastmasters meeting is supposed to be. So the entire meeting is divided into 3 parts. First is the prepared speech, second is the impromptu speech, and the third is the evaluation. I call it as a pie, yummy pie that helps us becoming more healthier mentally. We'll start with the prepared speech. We have some prepared speakers who've already prepared the speeches as per their curriculum. Toastmasters is just not coming and speaking, but they have a curriculum, they have a pathway, they have a structure to it, and they're going to talk about it, and they will have their specific evaluators. But I'll not be able to do it again. We cannot move mountains alone. We need a team. So I have a brilliant team of 3 people. I call it as a tag team. First is the timer, second is the hour counter, and the third is the grammarian. So let me quickly introduce the timer for the day to give you the role that he is going to play. We've already had an introduction of the timer of the day. In fact, as a president, I have an introduction as a timer. Our timer for the day is Shyam Sundar, the president for Club ToastEd, and he has certain secrets that he has kept about himself. Yes, Shyam, I'm not going to give you all the secrets. I will just share that he is born in Bangalore. And before I go ahead any other further and give it to you, quickly tell me why Bangalore is called Bangalore. There are 2 people who are born in Bangalore here, Shyam and Mamta, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah.
Tell me why Bangalore is called Bangalore.
Okay, there's a story behind this. Can I go ahead?
Yes, we are storytellers.
Okay. It's called, when Tipu Sultan actually came to this place, he was very hungry, and a lady actually was cooking some grains. So then, he was so hungry, she gave it to him, and he called this place as Benda Kaduru. Okay. So Benda Kaduru, when the Britishers came in, they couldn't pronounce it. So that is when they called it as Bangalore. So that is how this name came in.
Brilliant. So someone knows where they stay is why it is called as. I know the story. And my story says Bangalore means the city of guards. And because Tipu Sultan planned to stay there for a longer time, all the guards were here, and that's where they call Bangalore a city of guards. See, now we have 2 stories. So let me please put your hands together and let me officially hand it over to the timer for the day, Shyam Sundar, to give us the role for the timer. Please put your hands together for Shyam. Shyam, over to you.
Thank you, Pooja. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Pooja. as a timer, it's my duty to time the entire event of the meeting. And I will be noting down especially the speeches timings, the evaluators, as well as the table topics timings. The allocated times for speech depends from 2 to 3 minutes. However, for table topics sessions, it is 1 to 2 minutes. I will be displaying the virtual background of red, yellow, green, yellow, as well as red. When I'm displaying yellow, that is amber, it's almost all the end of the speech. You should wind up the speech and you should be closing your speech. The red virtual background will remain as long as the speaker speaks. Finally, I will be giving my report towards the end of the meeting when I'm called upon by the general evaluator. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much. So we will take care of the time. Let me quickly go to the R counter. That is Rabi. I believe Rabi has joined. Rabi, please unmute yourself and show us that you're here. Show us your lovely face. Yes, it's this side. Okay. Okay, let me quickly introduce Rabi. Rabi is a humorous champ, and a lot of people know him as a finance guy. But do you know that Rabi is a walker? He would know Pebble in the show very well because he has walked 50 kilometers continuously. It just makes me go, really? He's completed full marathon of 42 kilometers. Not only that, he is smart here too. He's won a cash prize in crosswords matching in Hindi newspaper with the help of dictionary and friends. So please put your hands together. Rabi, tell us the role of our counter.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
A warm good evening to all. Nice to see you all. Today, my role as a all counter used to notice the filler words from all the speakers and repeated words also, like as, etc. Here, I would like to add something. When I was in 8th standard, agriculture teacher, he was known for Chai sir. Chai is an filler word in Nepali. So 2 years I did not know his real name. And later on one day, 8th standard student went to him and told him politely that, "Sir, I have something to say. If you don't shout me or get on angry, I will let you know." Then the sir said, "Okay, go ahead." Then he said, "Sir, during your class of 45 minutes, you have used chai for 38 times." So after that day, this man, the teacher, he started improving on his speech. Then he reduced by 10, 5, and within 1.5 year, he removed it completely. So same thing, now all of us, we have in our speech, some people, they have 5, 10 times. Some of us, we have 2, 3 times. But we can improve it and we can make it 0. Thank you. I'll report to the general evaluator when asked upon by him. Back to you.
So much, Rabi. Quickly give me raise of your hands if you have ever traveled on the rickshaw, where the guy actually pulls the rickshaw. A human rickshaw, that's what we call it, if I'm correct. And anyone who's rode in Rolls Royce or Mercedes or Ferrari? If not, just imagine that you are riding on a Ferrari or Mercedes. What would be the difference? Unmute yourself and tell me. Yes, Azad, unmute.
Yeah, rickshaw is better.
What is the difference?
Open AC.
It's a 3-wheeler, it's a 4-wheeler. There is 4 wheels in there, there is 3 wheels.
Brilliant. I'll tell you one thing. The difference would be a bumpy ride and a smooth ride. A smooth ride is someone who's not going to use the ahs and ouch and oohs. So let's all be Mercedes and Rolls Royce today, not the hand rickshaw, even without the AC. Okay, let me quickly go to a grammarian. And grammarian is a beauty contest winner who loves maths and hates olive. Please put your hands together for our champion international speaker, Roshan Sukeja, our VP Education for this tenure. Over to you, Roshan.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, DTM Pooja. Beautiful Pooja. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and dear guests. My name is Roshan. I have the privilege today of being the grammarian for this meeting. As grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers. So I'm listening to all of you carefully. I will be listening for your language usage, for good usage of the language, if you use any special quotes, any special words, phrases, etc. And also, if you misuse the English language, I will take note of that as well. At the end of the meeting, of course, I will present my report when called upon by our honored, distinguished Toastmaster, Deepthi Potnis, our General Evaluator. And I also have to introduce to you this, which is the word of the day. The word of the day today is the word impediment. Impediment. Is it, can you see it the right way? Because for me, it looks rose, but I'm sure for all of you, it's okay. So what's impediment? Impediment is a hindrance or an obstacle in doing something. Something like a pebble in the shoe. An example in a sentence would be, his speech impediment made it difficult for his friends to understand him. His nervousness was a serious impediment during the speech contest. The word of the day is impediment, and I encourage all of you to use the word in whatever speech or mini speech that you are going to deliver today. Also, I will be sharing my bank account details on the chat, because if you don't use the word of the day, you have to transfer 100 riyals to me, 1,000 rupees for everybody in India. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much. I am feeling impediment by your grace and beauty. Does that fit the bill? Okay, no. Anyone who uses the word impediment, please encourage them by putting the heart icon or a star icon so that we know that you have heard the word and we don't have to pay. Okay, now let's go to the prepared speech. And before going to the prepared speech session, let me go with the first speaker and introduce my first speaker. I'll officially introduce her later because we have to go to the evaluator number 1. Our first speaker is Gilda Shla, and she has a project which would be evaluated by evaluator number 1, that is Benchen Sai, our Sergeant at Arms, new one here, who's always ready to take on the roles. Benson, please unmute yourself and give us the purpose and the project details of our speaker number 1, Gilda Shla. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice developing a plan, building a team, and fulfilling the plan without the help of his or her team. The speech length is 2 to 3 minutes. Wishing all the best to our Toastmaster, Girda, and back to Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much, Benson. Gilda, I really don't have the secrets of yours till now, but I know one secret, that she always follows the procedures. I'm working with her in YLP and I know that everything has to go by checklist, and I'm really looking forward to knowing what more I can learn from you. Gilda Shla is the most prominent member of this club, ToastEd. She is also served as the president of Athena, which still she is officially. She has served as Sergeant at Arms, secretary, you name it, and she's been there and done that. She's joined online meetings thinking that it's going to give her a new perspective. It didn't even give her a new perspective, but also made her discover positive characteristics in herself and others. She's lived in 7 countries. My God. I'm sure you know all the liquor name and all the wonderful. Let's not talk about it. She believes in laugh and world will laugh with you. Gilda Shla, the stage is all yours. Please put your hands together for me to welcome Gilda Shla with the speech title, My Community. My Community, Gilda, stage is all yours. Please unmute yourself and make sure that you have pinned the timer. Over to you, Gilda.
My husband and I live in a very small community in Houston, Texas. This community is gated, has 15 lots. Only 8 single family homes are built in it. We love it. The thing in the city, every community is controlled by homeowner association. Homeowner association called HOA. The Homeowner Association, or HOA, is a nonprofit organization that maintains and looks after the community in every zone. The members of the HOA are volunteers, non-paid members from the residents of the community itself. The HOA looks after maintaining common areas, collecting monthly or yearly dues to maintain the services, and puts restriction of the architectural looks of the area. Sometimes they even work as liaisons in any dispute between neighbors. When we first moved to this beautiful neighborhood, we figured, my husband and I, that the HOA is not functioning. They're not calling for meetings. We don't know who they are. And usually in small areas or in small communities, the HOA is a 3-member residence. When we asked, they said, and this is the answer we received, there is a challenge in our HOA. The challenge in the HOA was these members or the board members, the volunteer workers, agreed not to agree on anything for the community. Therefore, the trees were not trimmed, the grass doesn't get cut unless somebody is demanding and complaining, the roads are not cleaned, nothing is serviced. My husband and I were the newest comer in this community. We called an urgent meeting. We invited all the neighbors to come to our house to find out why things are not happening. The implement of the homeowner association member was working members, full-time job, not getting together, understanding what each neighbor needs to see in the neighborhood. They couldn't find a common goal between all the neighbors to serve this community. At that meeting or at that gathering at our house, they all decided that we have to dismantle this board for this year and start a new one. A week later, a knock came on my door, and I got a letter from the board that I was nominated to be a board member in this association. And it's all volunteer work. And they have wrote the reason why they chose me to be a member. I wasn't working full time. I'm always available in the house, and I'm always outside working in my front yard. I accepted because I wanted to change the community. I wanted things to happen in the community. My husband and I wanted to have things happen in this community. But I knew at that time that I had three major things to do. First of all, read the declarations of the HOA and the bylaws. Because if I don't know the obligations and the duties of the HOA board members, I don't know how to coordinate this. If I didn't know the obligations and the privileges of the homeowners in the neighborhood, I wouldn't be able to coordinate this. And I knew we need to find one common goal between the neighbors so we could start working from there. Well, I was hoping for the best. We had another gathering after I learned a lot from the declaration and the bylaws. And of course, to anybody reads anything written, any form or document written by lawyers, we know that lawyers write in a different language than any other language in the world. Luckily, I had somebody who explained the obligations of the board members, the obligations of the homeowners, the privileges of each side. When I had that gathering for all the members, I put a sign in front of the door. Nobody speaks about the HOA. So they knew everybody's going to come to the house, to Gilda's house. No mention of problems of HOA. We're just going to have to get together and have a drink and chat about pleasant subjects. But from that meeting, in that specific meeting, I learned the common goal for every one neighbor. And I knew I could nominate two other members as well, and we will be a good team to service this community. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know how I achieved that, you're going to have to stay tuned and attend my second speech where I will explain everything in details. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Gilda. I want to quickly check on the timer whether the time was 2 to 3 minutes as per your time or it was above that. Please let us know. Or in fact, let us quickly, before you get into the time, we quickly go to our General Evaluator, Deepti Potnis. There is a small change in the agenda. Our third speaker is not being able to make it today, so we are missing out. We're just leaving the third speaker and we're just having two speeches.
Just to give you an update on the timing, Gilda's speech was 7 minutes 42 seconds.
Okay, looks like it was 2 to 3 minutes in the Gilda's speech project. Anyways, so let's keep it for General Evaluator to evaluate that. Thank you so much, Sham. Let me quickly go to the second speech, and second speaker is our brilliant rock star speaker, Mamta. And before I introduce her and her secrets, that she's removed all the pebbles, let me introduce our evaluator number 2. And there is a serious impediment when you listen to him. You can't stop laughing. So now my $50 are $10, whatever. Put your hands together for Sunny Nagpal to give us the purpose for our speaker number 2. Sunny, over to you.
Gratitude greetings, my star speaker Mamta Gopinath. She has no impediments in her speech. As Pooja ma'am said, she's a rock star. Yes, she's going to present to us a great speech on a memorable holiday in Kutch, and the purpose statement is to deliver a speech with awareness of intentional and unintentional use of body language, as well as to learn, practice, and refine how she uses non-verbal communication while delivering her speech. So, all the best to my star speaker, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Sunny. Now let me tell you a secret about Mamta. Give me raise of your hands if you want to know a secret about this person who was heading the sales team about Tally in Tally Solutions, and she is working there for like 2 decades now, and she is heading the customer service team and the training. Did you know that she wrote the story of crocodile and monkey in her Kannada paper? That's a third language paper. Because she got to know that teachers never read the paper. They're just giving the answers with the length of it. So she took that risk and she wrote the entire story instead of the answer to the question. Now, this is where you get when you do all the naughty things in your paper. So you don't really have to be a good student. That's what I learned from Mamta. Please put your hands together for our newest secretary, Mamta Gopinath, for her speech, A Wonderful Journey. Mamta, over to you.
Go, Mamta.
Thank you. So it was December 2019, and we wanted to explore Run of Kutch. The excitement was unimaginable. I was on the clouds, and then I was looking all possible news on the internet, and how I would have watched many times Amitabh Bachchan, the legendary, who is the ambassador of Gujarat tourism, walking on the salt land, which is the vast horizon. So, my dear fellow Toastmasters, we arrived at Kutch on 15th of January 2020. It was such a dream thing for me. I just went and saw the Kutch, the vast land, the horizon was beautiful. And I was greeted by the sun dipping, and all the entire salt pebbles actually became crystal like diamonds. And the ambience was truly magical. Here on the Great Run of Kutch, we stayed for 2 days. We just entered on the first day and then had this beautiful evening, but it was crowded. Later, we went back to the hotel, and I was busy packing, unpacking, and looking at what clothes to wear, because this particular the salt the salt land is completely illusionary, and you can click a lot of photos which can be which you can capture different types of memories. So I was very prepared for it, and then I went over putting on one dress to another, trying it out, okay, looking at the accessories and all, and finally finalized. Next day, we went to a different place in the morning because it was very hot over there. And then in the evening, we started I dressed up nicely, and then my children were looking at me. What is this she's doing? Later, we had to go park our car at a certain place, and then from there we have to take a camel carriage to reach this sand, to the white land. So I had prepared, I had taken a spoon, I had taken a cap, all the, the gadgets, whatever was possible, I had packed up everything. Now, while we sat in the camel carriage and then moving ahead, I saw that, okay, to my right, I saw that it was looking white. And then I asked my husband, why can't we stop here and then click the photos, whatever we want to do, because there it is too crowded. He said, okay, let's do that. And we asked the camel carriage to stop it. And then we got down, went into the thing. As we started walking, we felt that, okay, our legs are going in the marshy land. We never realized it is a marshy land. It looked so beautiful from a distance. And then we realized that, okay, it was an impediment for us to go any further. We wanted to return back. And then even our legs are sinking deeper now till our knee length. We felt, okay, what is this happening? It was my dream holiday. And then, I'm sinking in the marshy mud. And my son lost his slipper because we couldn't even find it. Later, with nowhere, a set of boys arrived to help us out. And they were between the age of 8 to 12. They came and told us, okay, you keep your foot here. Now you keep your foot here. Okay, now, you give me your hand. So this is how they were started helping us. I told them, see, it is getting dark. You can move on. We will take care of ourselves. One of the youngest boys told me that हम आपको छोड़ के कैसे जा सकते हैं? It was that he told, how can we leave you in this state and go? It touched my heart. I was stunned. Later, they helped us to climb up and then move on, and then we reached the road. Immediately, they all ran away, saying goodbye to us. This particular incident, actually, I was very heartwarming for me. And I'll never forget those children who helped us and the touching words what they told. We all walked till nobody was ready to take us in their carriage, seeing our state full of mud, marshy mud, and the impediment state in which we were in. We somehow reached our car, and then that night, I had to wash all the clothes. I couldn't give it for dry clean. So in the resort, I was washing the clothes. So, and then I can't waste water. It's a dry land. It's a desert. So I was very cautious. I was going and putting it to the water to the plants, and then coming back. So my dreamy holiday actually became a nightmare. But still, my heart longs for the photographs, what I can click in the run of Kutch. I will definitely make it up one day again. Thank you, thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Mamta. I think I would give you a hands down amazing. Love it. I can imagine washing clothes in a resort. Oh God, that's heartbreaking. Dream turned into a nightmare. Okay, so now it's the time to shift to our amazing section called as the impromptu section, which is table topic. And the table topic section would be taken care by our amazing Ruchita Mota, a new member here. which actually not so new now because she's into YLP and she's working under someone who is following the protocols. Like none of us do that anyways. She's the only one who does it, and she's getting the right guidance and right mentorship. I will introduce her in a little bit. Meanwhile, I want you to pick up your pen again and think of an incident or someone who's not spoken to you very nicely, who said something that you still remember. And it's difficult whenever you see her or him, it's difficult to take that word, take that statement, take that attitude out of your mind. Whenever you see him or her, even if you do it once in a month, it can be your relation, it can be your neighbor, it can be some friend, long lost friend, or maybe you don't see them anymore. Someone in your college or in your school, someone said something and you're not able to take it out from your head. You have someone? Give me raise of your hands if you have that person. Be honest, I also have. I have had so many. In fact, I can put it in the fingers. So just choose one of those. Who's not really making any difference in your life, but you're not able to take it out of your head. And every time you see that person or you think about that thing, it just comes in your head. Now, just for a while, I want you to imagine that incident, what you're looking and you've written. I'm sure you've written the name of that person. Give me raise of your hands if you've written the name of that person. Okay, I want you to write the name of that person. Okay, and write an event. And instead of writing the event, I want you to make a circle out of it. There is an event. Next to the name, there's an event, and make a small circle out of it. That's the event. That person said something to you, or you're not able to get it out. And just for a while, I want you to imagine that small circle as a pebble in your shoe. And I want you to imagine yourself walking a little in that pebble in your shoe. And you're walking to someone you really love. You're walking to someone that you really like. Maybe your kids, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or maybe your fiance. I don't know, Sunny, what stage you are in. Maybe your kids you love. You're walking towards someone that you really love. But this pebble, this event is hurting you. Give me a raise of your hands if you can feel the pain. Irritation. You can feel the irritation and you're just trying to shift it. Imagine this is your feet and you're just trying to shift it. Let's leave it. Let's just forget about it. Let's forget about it. And you're trying to move it ahead. Now, can you take a responsibility today? You're sitting on your chairs in this Toastmasters meeting. Can you take the responsibility of sitting and literally taking out your shoe and dusting it off? Can you do that? Don't do it. I'm just asking you. Unmute yourself. I'm just asking you. Don't do it. Can you do it? Unmute yourself and tell me. Is it possible for you to do it?
Yeah. It's hard, but yes.
It's hard, yes? But it's possible to do it. Anyone who believes it's not possible to do it? It is possible, right? If it's possible, when are you planning to do it? Is today, right now, a good time to do it?
Yes.
Everyone, a holistic yes, if today, right time to do it. Is it okay to do it today?
Yes, it is.
So just for a while, I want you to dust it off. Literally see that event on the road somewhere you've left and you moved ahead to someone you really love. I'm giving you a minute to imagine your walk after you've let that thing go. And any one of you can unmute yourself and tell me, now if you see that person, or if you think about that person, is there any change? Unmute yourself and tell me. Gilda, yes. Go ahead.
Well, what happened, the pebble in my shoe was a long time ago. I did a project and I took it to my professor at the university. So is 4 other students. We were waiting for the marks. Everybody got their mark back except me. I waited for a week. He did not call me. He did not acknowledge that I have given him a project. Finally, I went to his office, knocked on the door, and I introduced myself just to remind him of myself and who am I. And I told him about the project, and he said, "Oh, Gilda Schla." No, I wasn't Gilda Schla, I was Gilda Hermes. "Oh, well, sorry, but you don't have a face that I could remember." I didn't know what he meant. I said, "I'm not here for you to remember my face. I'm here for you to remember the project I did." If I see him today, I'll just say, "Hello, I hope you remember my face now."
Now, can you imagine the dusting of the pebble? Would you be able to move on? Oh, thank you so much, Gilda. That's really heartwarming for you to share that. So the idea is that there are times when we collect emotional pebbles. We are born with open shoes. We are born with trusting everyone. And then we keep on collecting those pebbles. We don't take time to dust it off. We don't take time to reflect whether it's required or not required. So we collect it and we keep on walking it. I would invite you tonight, if you can sit and see, do you really need it? And there's another part of it. When we get the pebbles and it's really painful, do you know what we do the next? We make our shoes so tight that it starts hurting us, that nothing should go inside the shoe. And we become that tight person who is not able to trust anyone because we are not sitting and taking out time to take out all the pebbles that we have collected. So I invite you today, if you can sit and see whether you have tightened your shoes a little too much, being scared of the pebbles. If yes, loosen up, open your shoes, dust all the emotions, and try a new way of walking. And I'm sure it'll be easier to walk towards the people you love and your meaningful relationships. So that's the emotional pebble. And we'll talk about mental pebble, the most interesting part. And that would be after the table topic round. For table topic round, our wonderful Ruchita, an NLP trainer, someone who loves to work with kids, make them speak and shine, whose motto is to make sure that all the children have the confidence that she lacked when she was growing up. Please put your hands together for Ruchita as table topic master for the day. Ruchita, over to you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Ruchita, your voice is lacking. Is it only me or for everyone her voice is lacking? Ruchita, you'll have to.
And I'm your table topic master members and the guest topic. Am I clearly audible now?
Yes, now it is better.
Start again, Ruchita, please.
Okay. Greetings, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am Ruchita and I am your table topic master for today. Table topic session helps the member and the guest to develop their impromptu speaking skills. I will be giving a topic to any member or any guest, and they will be required to speak on that particular topic for 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, our timer will show us a green background. At 1.5 minutes, it will turn to yellow. And at 2 minutes, it will turn to red, which means you have reached your limit. If you speak for 2.5 minutes or less than 1 minute, you will be disqualified. Please remember, this is your mini speech. This is your impromptu speech. So try to give your speech a structure, a small introduction, main body, and a short conclusion. As we all know, the theme of today's meeting is Pebble in the Shoe. So without any impediment, let's dive in it. I would like to call for the very first table topic, my mentor, Miss Ma'am Roshan Sukheja, and your topic is adversity is greatest teacher. Adversity is greatest teacher, Roshan Sukheja.
Thank you, Ruchita. I was the one who shared the script with her. I did not expect that she's going to come back to me. In 2019, I fell in the bathroom and I broke my leg. I broke my knee. And I had to undergo surgery immediately to fix it. Now, I don't know if you know, but I am a globetrotter. I have traveled to 105 countries across the globe. And I have seen many wonders of the world. And it's my dream to visit all of them. And one important wonder of the world the one that I really want to visit is the Great Wall of China. And just at the beginning of 2019, my friends planned a trip to China. It was a girls' trip, and I go on a girls' trip every year. But that year, I was lazy. I didn't go. And then I fell. And then COVID struck. And I learned from that big adversity of mine that life doesn't give you many chances. You have to live every single day to the fullest because you never know when you're going to fall in the bathroom. You never know when you're going to break your leg. Now my leg is fixed. I'm all better. But did you know that the Great Wall of China has steps that are that high? But I haven't given up. That adversity has taught me to take life's challenges head on. So Great Wall of China, here I come. Ni hao for teaching me small lessons that have big value in my life. Over to you, Topic Master of the Day.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, I'm turning towards the second topic of the day, that is, failure paves the way to success. I would like to invite Dipti ma'am for it. Failure paves the way to success.
Thank you, Topic Master of the Day, for that wonderful topic. And failure paves the way to success. Who else better than me would know that? Every time life throws lemons at you, you don't have to make a lemonade. You can take tequila shots also. So that is how I learned it. And I have learned it through my driving test in Qatar, where I failed 3 attempts and passed in the 4th one. But that failure, it was a frustrating journey for 6 months. But that failure turned into a trophy in DTAC 2019. Because my failure became a humorous speech for everybody. And this particular sentence, which I said, you don't have to make lemonade every time, you can make tequila shots. That became a line of that year's humorous speech contest. And everybody else added liquor in their speech after that. So that is how, the entire journey of having the driving license in Qatar, everybody knows who are in Qatar, what that process is. And that 6 months, journey, at the end of that, you just feel that you are in the state of nirvana. And that particular thing, you can make it in a success by laughing at your own failures, by turning the failures upside down, because humor always lies in the bottom of the failure. So always turn it upside down and you will see the humor, and that humor will pave the success for you. Back to you, Topic Master.
It's really inspiring and very wonderful chatting. So without any impediment, let's moving toward it's now to invite our guest. I would like to invite Runali ma'am for the third table topic, and that is Stitch in Time Saves 9. Stitch in Time Saves 9.
Thank you very much for this topic, dear Toastmasters and all the distinguished people present here. This is something really important, that a stitch in time saves 9. I think I would like to here bring about the incident where I had to decide about my career option. That is, when I had completed my higher secondary and I was about to move into college. So at that point of time, my mom, she said that, see, you are cut out for humanities, arts, so go for it and don't really think about any other option, because that's the way you should be. And during those days, MBA was a very new, thing on the horizon. And what I knew from people was that it's a very high paying thing. It's a very glamorous kind of a job where you get straight to the desk inside a very good, elegant office. So you should opt for that. So I was like, I had all that fantasy and everything in my eye, and I did not listen to my mom. I turned a deaf ear to her. And I said that whether you feel or no, I'm going to take up commerce, and eventually I would be into management. I would be doing MBA. She did not say anything. She kept quiet. And then after having got my results, I did enroll myself for BCom. That was the thing. But somehow when during the examination, first year, we did not have semester. We had the final exams only. During the final exam of my first year, on the day of accountancy, while attempting the paper, I decided halfway that this is it. I quit. I do not want to continue with commerce. My journey is over with this one, because I felt that numbers are not my cup of tea. And I said, I'm going away. And after that, I did not continue with BCom. I came back home, and then I told my mom that, okay, I will listen to whatever you suggest. Your suggestion is my decision now. And she said, but you're already doing graduation first year, then how come you're going to go and do something different? I said, I want to change my university and I would go to some other place and I would do something else, but not commerce. And then I came to Vadodara, a town in Gujarat, and the MS University of Vadodara. It is known as a very, very good institution in this state. It also has a standing in the country. So I said, I'll go there and study arts, humanities. So I came here, I went to the counter, I was about to submit my form, and there came the impediment. They said, no, this is not the time where we are going to accept your form, because you will have to get the provisional certificate. You have already, enrolled in one of the universities, and now you're planning to come to another one. That was the day my father's journey started from this, MS University to the other university, which was located in Surat, actually. So his day began from Vadodara, and he reached Surat, and that was how the commutation used to take place. And then finally, I think it was like, maybe after a month that it got accepted. And then the things were like, okay, fine. The classes also had, the session had begun, and then I was accepted into the university. So I feel that there was this decision, if I had taken the correct decision of enrolling directly into the graduation in my, today I'm very happy studying. I'm not studying now, but I'm a trainer with English, and that's one of my very favorite subjects. But during those days, I just felt that, what am I doing here? And during the test, the examination, I was like, no, this is not it. And now I really, very honestly feel that one should be very careful about the tapestry, about the fabric that one takes up, and The stitch is very important. It has to be in time. A delay will always lead to the tearing of the entire fabric. So I had to take a break, a step back, and then I had to move on. Thank you so much.
It's a wonderful story, ma'am. Thank you. Now it's time to invite our one more guest, Uzma Kushal. And your topic is doubts for today is the only limit for tomorrow's realizations.
Let's see if Uzma is around. Dr. Uzma, are you around? It would be great if you can take a table topic and try your impromptu.
Yeah, actually, I am in my clinic and like patients are there. I'm just listening the topic. Yeah.
It's understandable. Thank you, Dr. Uzma.
Yeah, thank you.
Rachita, we can take more then.
Yes. Now, just shift this topic, the same topic, to Azad. Doubts for today is the only limit for tomorrow's realizations. Azad, are you there?
Yeah, can you come again?
Yes. Doubts for today is the only limit for tomorrow's realizations.
Doubts for today's only realization for tomorrow's realization. Good evening, my dear fellow Toastmasters and guests. Such table topics will make me more confusion. That's the first thing. Okay. This doubts are when Pooja Sharan started with Pebble on the shoe, and she told something about the towel that the husbands used to put, or something that I'm reflecting myself onto that actually. All right. So, so my wife has always a doubt that something will be done mistake by my side actually. I don't know how it is actually. Even though you keep it right, there will be some mistake. Just imagine, just give a blank paper to her, and then she will find a mistake in that blank paper as well, maybe. So I used to tell her, don't be so perfectionist. All right. This is a home. This is not a museum. Right. To all the females over here, actually. All right. You guys are too much perfectionist, and you will literally try to find a fault out of it, actually. So don't carry your doubts too much, actually. Leave it as it is, because I feel home is a home. My kids also put Lego out of everywhere, actually, and I discard it because I also do the same thing during my childhood days. And used to tell her the same thing. It's not a museum. It's a home. Right? So over to you, Toastmaster, of the day.
Thank you, Azad. Now, last table topic for the day. I would like to invite Sunny for it. Sunny, your topic is hard work makes success journey easier. Sunny, are you there?
Yeah.
Hard work makes success journey easier.
Life is cute. We have to remove the pebbles, remove the impediments. And it happened effortlessly in Navjyoti India Foundation. I was working with the girls of grade 9 when they used to get married because of some challenges, because they didn't have the resources. We stopped the marriage of one such girl. And today, she's an engineer. She completed her BTech, her MTech. So what did she do? Simple. She just worked hard. And money works, and universe works, and there is a lot of abundance. It is always possible that we take our time to let go. to work hard a bit, to give time, to remove the physical pebbles, the emotional pebbles, the mental pebbles. So it was a complete support system when the child removed all these pebbles and ensured her way to success. Over to you, Table Topics Master.
Awesome. Very nice. So I'm done with my all 5 topics. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Table Topic Master Ruchita. Brilliant topics, perfect with the theme. Let me quickly go to the mental state of your pebble in the show. Did you know, or have you ever procrastinated? Give me a raise of your hands if you know what procrastination is. I know all the level ones have done it. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it next meeting, ma'am. I'll take the roles next meeting. So there are 3 ways to handle procrastination, because procrastination is also like a pebble in the shoe. Imagine you going to your friend's house, which is just next door, and something is not right. It's like pebble in the shoe. There's one way, it's called as a motivation way. I have to do it. I'm going to do it. Even if the pebble is there, I will do it because I want to do it. Any one of you have done that? Even if you're hurting, not comfortable taking the role, and you said, no, I'll do it because Pooja ma'am is motivated or Deepti ma'am is motivated. I know Sunny can see that. I've done the speech. I will do it because you're motivated and you have done that. That's a motivational way. Wonderful. Second way is discipline way. I will do it. I will do it because I've committed. Not because I want to do it, because I've committed. Give me raise of your hands if you've done that too. Disciplined. And the third is to sit and ask yourself, why is that hurting me? What is the pebble in my shoe? And the moment you sit and open the shoe and see the pebble of self-doubt, maybe that's the reason I didn't take that role first time, pebble of fear of judgment, pebble of I'm really not enjoying the work that I'm doing, that makes you push to the discipline block. So give me a raise of your hands if you have those secret pebbles that you're covering up with the motivational speeches in your head and discipline speeches in your head. Give me both the hands if you have those small, small pebbles. So again, I invite you, if you can sit today and see those small pebbles of maybe self-doubt, mental pebbles. These are your mental pebbles that you have collected yourself, and you can take it out with the help of a mentor, of course, who's not going to just do a motivational talk. Mentor will sit and ask you, what is stopping you? And I have the last one. That would be the ending. And before I jump to the last secret, let me quickly take you through the evaluation section. This is the third section of the meeting, which is called as the evaluation. Nothing from the Toastmaster meeting goes without evaluation. And today's general evaluator is none other than the founder of this club, the one who dreamt of doing something different and always dreams of doing something different. Did you know she has a capability to jump out of the window since the age she was 9 years old? She was home alone with her sister and she managed to actually squeeze out of the window. I don't know why. I would like to know what you did after that. And did you know she also can take her rage or frustration out? She had that very moment while breaking your pipes if you are not in a good neighbor relationship with her. So I wonder what the neighbor did. I know Deepti Potnis, who's turned herself from no animal lover to the dog mom, and she's turned into the healer, especially with starting with healing the animals and now the social animals. Please put your hands together for our mentor, our guide, Distinguished Toastmasters, Deepti. Over to you for the general evaluation section.
Thank you, Madam Toastmasters, and thank you for bringing out my secrets in public now. Anyways, that's the shadow side of us, and we have to work on shadows, and that is what I do. So let's start the general evaluation session where it will be divided into 3 legs. First leg will be the evaluation of the prepared speeches. Second leg will be the report from the role players. And the third will be my general evaluation remarks. So let us move to our first session, which is the evaluation session. And to evaluate the first speech, I would like to call the first evaluator, one second, Benson. Toastmaster Benson, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes. Please go ahead with the Toastmaster Gilda's speech.
Thank you, General Evaluator. The purpose of this project was for practice developing a plan, building a team, and fulfilling the plan with the help of your team. One thing I have noticed, I have liked about this presentation of Toastmaster Gilda is that I have seen that the purpose of the project was there. One thing I have noticed you are good at is that you are good at coming up with ideas that put a small community together. We have noticed that noticing that the common goals in a new community, creating a team and making them understand that there is something they can do. Just a few suggestions I would like to suggest that could take this presentation to the next level. And the first one is the pause. I have noticed there were small pause during in one sentence. Instead, you can throw with one sentence and give a good pause that can help to give confidence to your team or your audience, that they will see that you have that confidence, you have that thing, that you are the people they can rely on. The next one is information. You have explained it very well. And you show that you can be always available for them. And one thing I would like to say is that when giving such a presentation, is good to have like a small scenario. You can give them a small story scenario that relate on the same project, that or show them that I have this and this, or such a people I know that they will help us to finish this project to the end, because the purpose was to organize the team and be the leader. Overall, it was a great plan, and we do believe in you, and we are looking forward to see the next project. Over to you, Toastmaster, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Benson, for your evaluation. And 2 cents from my side are, you know the project purpose, so you should focus on the time of the speech as well. And if you could have mentioned that in the speech, how to make it crisp and present it in this particular time slot, that would have added your evaluation a better angle. Second thing is, we are looking forward to what did you do as a team, Gilda. But at the same time, again, from my side, I would like to tell you that looking at the time, it was a challenge for you to make it crisp. So see if you can do it for your next project. And now our next evaluator is Sunny, Toastmaster Sunny. Toastmaster Sunny, will you please evaluate Toastmaster Mamata's speech?
Thank you, General Evaluator. And yes, star speaker Mamta Gopinath. All of us were immersed in your trip. Great storytelling. And I'm sure all of us want that goggles, want some photographs. So storytelling 10 on 10. I just loved it, and that is your key strength. Voice modulation, use of eyebrows, you did complete justice to the purpose of the speech. So from Gujarat to storytelling to dates to Amitabh Bachchan and washing clothes, humor. Awesome. Like so much to learn from you. And social message to end with. Save water, run of Kutch, and heart-touching moments of those boys. The 8-year-old and the 12-year-old. Plus the Hindi touch, the local touch. And then the most important was the translation, because we being an international club and we use English. So bang on. Just 2 pebbles which we need to remove. A challenge is the camera should be at eye level so that you connect and we feel you're looking at us and we need not look down. Plus, whenever we have notes, pointers, that can also be kept somewhere on the eye level so that we don't come to know that you're referring the notes. And the last one is the lighting. Light, if it is in front of you, we can see the makeup well, expressions well. But if it is just behind you, then I think it's a little distraction. Overall, all of us became your fan of storytelling, power opening, great closing, and the goggles came on once again. Thank you so much, and I wish you all the best for your next speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sunny, for that well-rounded evaluation. I have no many points to add to your evaluation, but I would like to tell Mamata that just find which pebble is holding you back so that you have to refer to notes. You have spoken in front of 1,000 people. So next time I would challenge you to please prepare so well that you can move easily in front of the camera and deliver the speech. So find your pebble, find the impediment that is holding you back, and challenge yourself to deliver a speech without notes. Now, I don't think we have table topic evaluation today.
No.
So we will move next to our role players report. I would like to call our first role player, our grammarian. Can you please share the report for today's meeting?
Certainly, General Evaluator Deepthi. I love you, by the way.
Yeah.
So I am a very happy grammarian today because the word of the day, impediment, was used 12 times in this meeting. And I must say that I think there's something that I want to emphasize. I think we are an advanced club. I don't think that we are a basic club. So I think we have to focus more next time in our next meetings to use more rhetorical devices, grammar should be to top-notch level. We should get away with beautiful and awesome and wonderful. This is for new clubs, new people. We are not in that league. We are in a league of our own. So we have to just amp it up a little bit. You see, I use the word amp it up. I didn't say it could be more wonderful or beautiful. So that, I think, is one thing as a grammarian that I want to start saying with. However, my grammarian's heart was full today because I heard beautiful words from Gilda first, like obligations and privileges. And then Mamta came in and she said, pebbles were like crystals and they were shining like diamonds. So she used a great metaphor. And of course, our Toastmaster of the day, beautiful DTM Pooja, started the entire meeting with the great metaphor, pebble in the shoe. So that itself, Pooja, when I saw that meeting theme, I was already happy as a grammarian. And we also, Mamta also used the word illusionary, which is a great word, illusionary. And then Deepthi, of course, gave us a few beautiful phrases as well. Laugh at your failures, she said. She also said 2 cents from me. So that's a great way of giving your thought or your inputs as well. Azad said perfectionist. So that's a great word as well. And there's a few things that I want to say that we could do otherwise. So instead of saying heart touching, I think it's good to say heartwarming. So these are heartwarming moments, not heart touching moments. And it's not so perfectionist, it's such a perfectionist. We are such perfectionists. If we are saying for plural, or if it's for singular, it will be such a perfectionist. And then there's one thing that I remember that DTM Ron McTavish, who was one of our members before, used to say, please do not ever use without further ado. We have to get rid of that. We have to use our knowledge and our grammatical skills to try to find other ways of saying without further delay, or let's not delay it anymore. Let's start. Let's get the ball rolling or something like that. So let's not ever use without further ado. So with that, I would like to hand over to our beautiful general evaluator. Over to you.
Thank you, Madam Grammarian, for that prodigious report. Let me start. And then I would like to call upon our next role player, our counter, Toastmaster Rabi. Toastmaster Rabi, will you please share your report?
Good evening again. Today, believe me, nobody is here like my agricultural teacher. Everybody is perfect. Only some of the speakers, they used twice, so twice. I'll go in details. From the first speaker, Toastmaster Gilda, there is no error. Second speaker, I found 2 additional R's and 2 additional so. Going to table topics, our guest speaker, she used R 3 times, and our fourth speaker, he used R 4 times. And evaluation, first evaluator, he used during twice. Other than that, everything is perfect. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rabi, for sharing the impediments in the meeting today. Now, let's move to the next and very important role player of the meeting, that is our timer, who will tell us where are we standing now. So I would like to call our timer tonight, Toastmaster Sham Sundar, to share his report.
Thank you, General Evaluator. It is proud for me to say that, okay, we don't have any impediments today in terms of time. We are right on time as of now.
Great.
Well, having said that, I have to inform about our speaker's speech times. Gilda has taken 7 minutes, 42 seconds. Speaker 2, which is Mamata, has timely concluded her speech, 5 minutes, 48 seconds. When it comes to the table topic sessions, Roshan at 1.57, Deepthi, that's yourself at 1.45 seconds. Runali has just turned over the time, which is she has taken 4 minutes, which needs to be a little bit trained and cleared. Azad has well in time 1 minute 51 seconds, and Sunny has taken 1.20 seconds. In terms of evaluation, Benson has timed over. It is 3 minutes 45 seconds. Sunny is within the time taken 2 minutes 10 seconds. That's the timing report for today's evening. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sham, for that comprehensive report. Now, let us move to the last leg of the meeting, rather last leg of the general evaluation. I'm sorry. In this, I will be giving my remarks on overall conduct of the meeting. Meeting started at 2 minutes late, and I would request Sergeant at Arms to please join at least 5 minutes before the meeting starts, and rename yourself with your role, and also start the meeting on time and introduce the president very well. You introduced the president very well. That was bang on time, bang on the objective. And then, congratulations, Mr. President. This is the first meeting that you have opened today. So I will not pick it out, but I would like to recommend you that next time, please officially open the meeting. Today you missed to do that. Next time onwards, you will remember to do this because this is the first time you may miss this. So that is fine. Then you introduce the Toastmaster of the day very profoundly. And then Toastmaster of the day, you took the job very, you elevated the job, and then you introduce the role players, all the role players, and then introduce the theme, which is very close to everybody's heart because we all go through, we all have these pebbles in our life. Let it be mental pebbles, let it be emotional pebbles, let it be physical pebbles, and you covered all of them. And fortunately, today you got the time to do that. Generally, Toastmasters of the day have to literally rush and introduce the theme in 1 or 2 sentences, and then they have to wrap it up. So thanks to Mr. Saran, who gave us this time. And then you introduce the role players very well. All the role players also explained their roles respectively, and grammarian, especially the word of the day, is very prominently visible on the screen. So it was very easy for everybody to pick and use that word wherever it was possible. And it is going with the theme, so it was even more easy to use that word. So kudos to you for that. And then timer also, he's doing the dual role. He's a president as well as the timer. So that dual role also was very well handled by president. And then our counter, Toastmaster Ravi, you did your job fabulous as our counter. But my recommendation will be when you introduce yourself, please do not protract the explanation of the role because it hampers the timing, overall timing of the meeting. So when you are introducing your role as a counter or timer, make it a point that it is crisp so that we save on time. Today, one speech going less was a boon, and then we got some extra time, but it is not the case every time. Now, moving to the overall topic master, topics were wonderful. They were also going well with the theme. So it was easy for everybody because Pooja explained all the pebbles. So we were in those thoughts, thinking of our pebbles, and then you brought the same topics. So everybody was very, it was very easy for everybody to speak on those topics because we were already in those thoughts. Sometimes what happens that the theme is completely different and table topics are totally different. So switching from this theme to this particular topic is very challenging for members sometimes. So it is very good that you have taken this role and you have done very good justice to this role. So kudos to you for that. And all the prepared speakers, Mamata and Gilda. Gilda, your speech was nice, but I would recommend you to please stick to the time because I did not know what project was that. And Mamata, I also told you the suggestions that I felt in your speech. Now, going back to our agenda, I would like to recommend. I saw the agenda and there are no timings there. So I did not know what is the time for Gilda's speech. Earlier, our agendas used to tell which project that speaker is delivering, how much time is allotted for that particular speech, all the details, which path, which level, all those things used to be there. So it was very easy for anybody who is taking up role on 11th hour. Suppose I back out on 11th hour, somebody else steps in my shoe. It becomes easy for that person to refer to the agenda and deliver the details are very important in our agenda. And I see these details are missing from our agenda. Now, in timing also, Gilda's speech was 2 minutes. So that particular slot is not mentioned in the timing slot. So I would recommend you to please work on the agenda so that it becomes easy for anybody to jump in. Like when Benson was not available, Mamata was eagerly ready to step into his shoe, but because she had the script ready with her. And that shows, that eagerness was, again, kudos to you, Mamata, for that, because this is what we expect, that we don't stop. If anything comes up, whoever is available, we step into their shoes. And that becomes easy when our documentation is also clear. So please take care of that agenda. That is one suggestion from my side. Rest, all the meeting went very well and all the role players did justice to their objective of the role. And this is from my general evaluation remarks. And please make sure that meeting starts on time and stops also on time. And to do that, please make sure every time Mr. Saran will not come to your rescue. So please be mindful of the time. With this, I would like to conclude my general evaluation remarks. And back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, our general evaluator. Point noted. We'll make sure that we end up the meeting on time. So that's the reason I will quickly wind up the meeting. Any one of you who knows Hrithik Roshan? He's an Indian actor. Okay.
Heartthrob.
Okay, there is an Indian, there is also an actor called as, I don't know if you are aware of him. He is the cousin of Will Smith, John Smith, if you've heard about him. Anyone of you? Okay, so this guy had six toes in his feet. And Hrithik Roshan has 6 fingers. And he's not got it cut. He's taken it as his talent. So end the meeting. Let's wind it up. That there would be some pebbles that you would want to fall in love. Like me. For first 7 years of my marriage, my husband was the pebble in the show. And then I cannot get rid of him. It's like a part of me. And I kind of fell in love with him. So I would invite you to see if you can turn your pebbles the way my husband turned it and gave me the gift. And I kept on saying that. So see if you can frame it and fall in love with it. So accept the third one or the extra one as your path if you can't get rid of it. With this, I wind up my theme and I hand it over to the president for the day and for the tenure. Shyam Sundar, over to you. Thank you so much.
That's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful TMOD presentation, Pooja Saran. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it for Pooja. for that wonderful theme and wonderful, wonderfully crafted presentation of Pebble in the Shoe. I'm sure everyone must have liked it as I have liked it for today. Before we proceed further, I would like to ask the precedent of which has been set by our past president, Pooja Saran, which has become a famous quote, something called as feet forward. So let me take up the cue on feet forward from our distinguished guests. First, let me call upon Runali. Could you please unmute yourself and say, how did you feel for the third time coming over to Club ToastEd?
Thank you very much for this opportunity. And my being here for the third time, I think it speaks volumes, right? So whenever I get invited, I mean, see, I am a guest of Sunny Nagpal, right? So whenever he invites me that you have to be a part of it, I'm more than happy. I'm overjoyed actually that I'm being, I would be going there again. You know, that's the kind of feeling I have. So a big thank you to Mrs. Sunny Nagpal for this opportunity. And I'm really very happy that I'm here. And it's always a pleasure, interacting with all of you, getting to know each one of you, the various perspectives. And like I always feel, you know, that till date, I thought that I'm very good at speaking as such, that is public speaking or whatever. But after attending these sessions, I feel that no, I'm still a learner. I have a long way to go here. And that's how it really actually, makes me, it actually helps me a lot in a very big way. So thank you very much for providing me this opportunity. I'm very privileged. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the lovely feedback, Runali. It is indeed. Toastmaster is one platform where it gives the members, the leaders, an opportunity to improve ourselves and to discover self. Moving on to our another guest, Dr. Usma. Dr. Usma, I know you have been off and on, but how did you feel as your first meeting attending as a guest?
Yeah, thanks a lot for giving me opportunity to speak. Actually, there were many impediments while attending this session. Earlier, when I was at home, there were kids, and then in the clinic, patient. But still, I kept the ball rolling, and I was so thrilled to see all the role players and how they fish out all the, what you can say, mistakes or points in the speeches. I was really happy to see, and it was pretty professional and very nice to attend, and looking forward to be in the group in the future ahead. Thanks a lot.
That's wonderful. Usma, please share your contact details so that we can put you in our group, and we'll be giving you the updates on our meetings and other updates of the club, ToastEd. Well, this is how each and every member, we improve ourselves, and we keep improving time and again. Be it a veteran sales or be it a veteran Toastmaster or a new Toastmaster. It is a platform for all of us to learn something, take home when we are back, and use it very effectively in our professional life, personal life, or anywhere you want to utilize the speaking skills as well as management skills. With that note, I would like to end our meeting number 65 of Club ToastEd with the gavel ended. Thank you very much and have a safe evening.